We are back. It is Saturday evening and I've just come from a grocery shop and I'm going to show you what I brought. First, as always, I'm going to show you the general plan that I had. I had to do an early grocery run this week because I'm hanging out with a friend on tomorrow, which is Sunday. So we're here now with this bad lighting. One of these days we're gonna fix this lighting situation. And we can't wear a beanie in every video. Hold on. Okay. So we are doing a grocery haul this week a little bit earlier, and I only needed a few things this week, which is pretty cool. Which brings us to our whiteboard. So this was the plan this week. You can tell that I did it in kind of a rush. I didn't want to take too much time doing it. This is just an example of how you can do it. So normally what I do is I break it up between breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. What do I have left over that I can use up? And how am I going to incorporate enough protein, a good variety of vegetables, and some carb sources that's going to keep me fueled and energized throughout the day, throughout the week. Something I haven't mentioned is that I don't 1,000% stick to this. There are days like this class that I go to, when I come home late, I'm not necessarily eating the same dinner. Sometimes, you may have seen in a previous video, I was on a kick of doing this like a Trader Joe's Thai noodle dish. That's a quick throw it in the microwave, add a protein, keep it pushing. Another thing that I do is I'll pick that as my one night a week of doing takeout, or I'll make a remix of some other meal that I have, etc., etc. You're sensing a theme. But I just wanted to say that I'm not necessarily eating the exact same thing every day. But at least I have a choice and an option that's ready to go, so that I'm not making decisions on the fly. And also it helps with food waste. There are plenty of different ways to do this, right? So I don't want you thinking this is the only thing that is gonna work, or well, I can't do that, so I can't lose weight, or I can't maintain my weight loss, or anything like that. That's not the case. I'm just showing you this one way. But anyway, I'm going to show you this week's meal plan. So the use up category, in the last video, I bought a lot of frozen stuff and I still have a lot of that left. So I have that on my use up list, just not necessarily because I want to use them this week, but just to know that I have them, and they're kind of like meal starters, right? This use up section is always a meal starter, like I should really try to use this and figure out a way to put it in my meals. It helps with idea generation, and especially with things like frozen stuff, they can stay there for quite some time, so I'm not too concerned with what I have on the list this week. Kind of put the carbs to the side. That's also a great meal starter idea when you're prepping. Like, okay, what are the carbs that I have on hand? What do I normally like to eat with those? Some people start with proteins, right? Okay, I have tofu, or I have what have you. What can I eat with that? But me, sometimes I like to start with either the veg that I have on hand or the carbs. It's different strokes for different folks. I've been doing kind of an eggy type savory breakfast for a couple of weeks. I want to get back to my oats. So because it's getting colder outside, I'm going to have that warm. I'm still going to prepare it like overnight oats, but when I get to work, or if I'm working from home, I'll just microwave it and have that. But at least that's something that I can prep. I can have them in the individual containers, grab them, heat them up, and go. I'll probably add some more almond milk or water to it as they're being heated up. For the oatmeal, I have textured pea protein that I will be using. You've seen me do that. I won't show it again, but that's just what I'll do. I have plenty of toppings. I have a jam that my dad bought at a farmer's market, which has been in the back of my fridge. It hasn't been open. Maybe I might do that. So that could be a good like PB&J situation. I actually, if I scratch down enough, you can see my PB2 over there. So maybe I'll do a more macro-friendly peanut butter and jelly style oatmeal. That's an option. I also have a ton of chocolate chips in my fridge. I have plenty of stuff, and you can really throw anything on. You might also see if I... Okay, All of that are my like spices and things that I usually put in oats. I actually have all of my herbs and spices on my fridge in these magnetic baskets, but because I make oats so often, I have them right here at the ready. That's just easier for me to grab, along with my jars that are usually living under here. For lunch, I am on that soup kick still. That soup this week really was delicious and wonderful. I'm gonna do a different kind of soup, and I'll show you what I got for that in a moment. You could probably see it in the screen, but whatever. And I'm gonna do a soup and sandwich situation. Seitan will still be the protein of choice for this, so I'll talk a little bit more about that as I'm going through all the things that I bought to help me out with that meal. And then for dinner, so here it's going to be more of a like potato bowl situation. I have that huge bag of potatoes still left over from last week. I have some tofu. I bought some more, and some high protein tofu from Trader Joe's, and I will add veg as I have them. So I have plenty of peppers and onions, and then green beans, kale, spinach, that sort of stuff. So depending on the day, what my mood is, I'll throw in some of those things. I do have some sauces and seasonings and everything, so it can end up being a different meal every night, but that's the main component of the meal, right? For snacks this week, I still have a bunch of mandarins left over. I actually brought some to work because the bag was like huge and I was not going through them as quickly as I hoped, but I still do have like 6 or 7 of those. So I'll have those throughout the week. And I never add this to my list. So you've never seen me put this in my list, but I do have it quite often. It's something that is just, I have a protein shake every day. And lately, especially throughout the summer, I've been doing protein ice cream, and I'm back on that kick. There's no amount of crouching that's gonna show you my Ninja Creamy, but y'all, if it's on sale for whatever sales that are going on, or New Year's or what have you, you should buy it. Next summer, you will come back here to this video and thank me. I guarantee you. They're not paying me, not sponsored. Okay, and now here are all the things that I have. Actually, I will show you these first because I'm about to crack one open. This is a no sugar kombucha by the brand Liquid Remedy. And these are delicious. They have no sugar. All of the flavors are great, so I've been enjoying those every once in a while. I haven't gotten these in a long time. These were a big hit in this household in the summer, and I saw them today and I was like, let me pick them up. These I got at Lidl, so they were maybe like $2, $2.15, $2.25, something like that each. So I don't get a bunch and I don't enjoy it all the time. I think tonight I'm gonna go with Mango Passion because I have a passion for mango. Ha 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 ha. Gas! Oh my god, gas! Y'all, tell me why it's warm. It took me so damn long to get this set up. What a bust. All right, let me put these in the refrigerator. I actually put the one that I opened in the freezer, and that is dangerous because I'm very short and it's above my head and it's open, and if I forget that it's in there and open it up in just the right way. Speaking of Lidl, I just got a couple of things there. So I got that, and then I got more spinach. Always more spinach. You gotta have more greens, you know? I'm a greens girl. You thought I was gonna try to hit some alphabet notes, right? Yeah, no ma'am. No ma'am. I just needed some salad green. The other greens didn't look that great there. Summer comeback. So for the tofu, I'm gonna use these for dinner. So half of a block of this tofu is 35 grams. So that's gonna do me just perfect. For the soup, in my last video, you would have seen that I bought a small bag of frozen butternut squash. I didn't end up using it for last week's soup, but I think that would go well with this to bulk it up a little bit more. That in itself was not enough for a whole other soup, so I bought this, and this is the holiday vegetable hash at Trader Joe's. They actually have the exact same thing at Lidl, so if you have a Lidl near you by any chance, you can get it there too, and it's the same price, $4.99. So that was really nice. This has butternut squash, sweet potato, red onion, celery, parsley, sage, and rosemary. So pretty much a similar combination of what I had last week, except this has sweet potato as well. So I am out of coffee. I have plenty of decaf coffee, but I do not have regular coffee. I was in the Trader Joe's. I was not headed down to my normal coffee shops to get a proper good bag of coffee, but they had this. And I was intrigued. This looks like a holiday blend. It is unpronounceable by me, so I'm not gonna try, which is so disrespectful, but it is a small lot coffee from Nicaragua. And what caught me was that it said light roast, and normally in a store you're not gonna find light roast whole bean coffee, and even though it says light roast, it's probably medium roast, but it's the closest you're gonna get to something that might actually be a light roast, right? So I'm going to try it this week and probably into next week, and I'm excited about that. For lunch, I'm having that soup and sandwich, decided on this sourdough. This was a panic purchase. I was on the line at Trader Joe's and I was looking for a bread and the line was moving. Anyone who's been in a New York City Trader Joe's know that it is a dire situation, and if you are not ready to grab what you need to grab as the line is moving, you just don't need it enough. Like you don't respect your own life. So I grabbed the nearest bread that looked like it was decent. Let me just double check there's not some craziness in it. Now for the beverages. This is the non-dairy oat creamer brown sugar, dairy-free, lactose-free, blah, 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 all the frees. So I believe I bought this a couple of months ago. I don't know if that was in a video or not, but that's kind of what got me on this creamer kick. Again, I've never been a creamer person. I love black coffee, drink it all the time, but I bought some soy milk. Soy milk is, in my opinion, the best for coffee. Also, it has protein in it. This one has 9 grams of protein. What I like about the Trader Joe's soy milk is that it is only soy beans and water. That's it. There's no, gums and thickeners and this and that and the third. I'm not overly concerned with that sort of stuff, honestly, but I do like to see it when an item is just plain, simple dimple, like it is what it is. So water and organic soybeans at that. So, we love to see it. In any case, 1 cup is 100 calories. So something else that I wanted to mention about this soy milk. So this is the best type of soy milk if you are making your own yogurt, which is very easy in the Instant Pot. And the thing with high protein vegan yogurt is that it is expensive. Like expensive for no reason when you can make it for yourself for like $2.99 or whatever the heck this is. If you want a video on that, I can show you how. If you have an Instant Pot, there are other methods for folks who don't have Instant Pots, but with an Instant Pot, it is truly so simple. And I can show you that method if you like. That's the only way I've ever done it. So don't ask me for every type of recipe out there. Okay. But that's what my plan is for this. And it's shelf stable. So if I don't get to it this week, it's fine. I can just put it away somewhere and then I'll get to it when I do. So here we go. Whole Foods, I got this unsweetened original almond milk. I mean, there's not much to it. It's just almond milk. I'm gonna use this for my oatmeal this week. I have another carton in there, but I wasn't sure if that was gonna be enough for oatmeal and for my protein shakes and protein ice cream for this week, so I bought a backup. My idea with the seitan and the sandwiches was I was gonna just make seitan. I have everything I need to make seitan except for time and energy. So I was at the Harlem Trader Joe's, which is right across the street from Whole Foods, and so I walked my butt right over, right across the street, and I got these instead. I do really like this brand. It's another OG vegan brand, and they just make good products. So these deli slices have water, vital wheat gluten, tofu, soy sauce, carrot, celery, leek, blah, blah, blah. These are things that I would have used to make mine anyway. It's pretty simple-ish ingredients, even though it's a paragraph, right? But it's not like crazy stuff. The other thing I like about it is that each serving has 15 grams of protein for 110 calories. It has 5 grams of carbs, one of which is fiber, no saturated fat. It's just all poly and mono unsaturated fat that's in there. So this is what my sandwiches are gonna be. I'm actually gonna have probably a little bit more than one serving in it. I bought a few of them to get me through sandwiches for the week. And that's that. That was my grocery haul this week. I am excited for my meals for the week. Hopefully I gave you some ideas on how to plan your week of meals, how to make sure you're getting in all your veg, make sure you're getting in all of your protein, and also making sure that you're getting in some yummy stuff and enjoying your time. Like I said in another video, this holiday season should not be about going as hard as you can in your dieting. If you are in dieting phase, remember that it's a phase, right? This is probably going to be a whole other video, but I want to encourage you to think of dieting as phases and phases and phases, especially if you have a long way to go. Myself, I lost 80 pounds. It was not overnight. If you are on a fat loss journey, I would say take this time the rest of the year to just relax a little bit, practice maintenance, because that's going to be the biggest hurdle. Losing the weight sometimes for a lot of people is actually very easy. It's keeping it off. And if you can take some time, especially like the holidays, to practice maintenance, enjoy the foods that are around and are meant to be enjoyed. That's not going to kind of slingshot you into a bad situation. Now is a good time to practice that. So I encourage that, and I want to see you in the comments if this has helped you, maybe this kind of thought. I am off to complete my evening of preparing some of this stuff. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all of the things. I love that you're here. I love that you're watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.